ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents from the Roseland Ballroom in New York City the U.S. Open Straight Pool Championships. I'm Bill Incardona along with Larry Schwartz. Larry's a personal friend of mine from Chicago, Illinois. He has a column in the Billiard Digest called Stripes and Solids.
Solids and Stripes,
Solids
Bill.
and Stripes.
Most people call it Stripes and Solids.
And by the way, he also has a book on the market which was interviewed by
Billiards Digest.
Billiards Digest, and they gave it a top rating. It's called the 8-Ball Handbook for Winners, and I really suggest that you take a look at this book. You learn a lot from it. Larry, this is actually your first time here with ACCUSTATS. It's really been a pleasure to have you with us.
It's a pleasure to be here, Bill. I've been looking forward to doing a match for a long time, and it is real special to me to be able to do this. Especially a great match like this.
Not only is Larry a very good 8-ball player, but he plays excellent straight pool as well. And the feature match of the evening slates two top 9-ball players, and they have starting to make their presence felt in the straight pool world also. Johnny Archer, I believe he won the straight pool world title in 1994 or 1995, was it? 1995. And Ralf Souquet, European's 9-ball champion, playing extremely well right now. He played in a match just last night against Earl Strickland. They were tied up around 30 balls apiece, and Souquet ran 125 and out. So therefore, you know he's definitely capable of beating anyone playing straight pool. Both players, I feel, are about even.
Oh yeah, I believe either player here is capable of running 150 and out.
Archer ran 150 and out, I believe, in 1995 in the World Straight Pool Tournament, which he went on to win.
Yeah, I believe he ran that on Jeff Carter, Bill. He was running 150 right after he learned the game, and he's just such a great player.
Safety.
Both players have the skills to pocket balls from all different parts of the table, so therefore the ball pocketing ability is pretty much a wash. They're both very meticulous, deliberate players. They're not going to really give anything away. They're not going to pass anything up. They both have a lot of knowledge of the game.
Safety allowed.
That was a beautiful break. He placed the cue ball perfect.
Ralf Souquet, always a gentleman on and off the table. Very composed type of a player. Just about as unflappable as a player can be.
5-ball.
It was an excellent break. Archer really didn't open up the rack.
Yeah.
Notice how nice and...
That was beautiful. Beautiful shot.
Nice and comfortable he was at the table, how accurately he hit that first shot.
He's in a, it looks like he's in a spot here. He's just going to have to play safe or...
Safety. Safety allowed.
Archer steps to the table with nothing to shoot, so he's going to have to try to play some sort of a safety.
Yeah, his Archer's break was so good that it forced them to be in this both of them in this situation where there's probably going to be playing safety.
Now he's going up table off the 11. I don't think I would do this because sometimes you deaden the ball when you do that. And if you don't deaden the ball, then your opponent, all he needs to do is shoot behind the rack, open up the rack a little bit.
Right, just take a scratch, an intentional scratch. Yeah, here you don't want to hit him too hard. If you do take a scratch, you just want to, he even has an option here to come in 2 rails behind the rack.
Our referee is Ed Smith. He's been on the floor throughout the week. Excellent referee.
He's looks like he's coming off the 11 ball, Bill, which is to me pretty dangerous. You know, he scratched.
Please deduct 1 point from Mr. Souquet's score.
Once again, I don't know about the shot he chose. I would definitely, if I was Archer, I'd put him on the nameplate at the other end of the table, try to freeze the cue ball.
Right, taking an intentional scratch right back. Archer would have a definite, he'd be in definite advantage by doing that.
Souquet is on the first scratch, therefore Archer should take advantage of it. I wouldn't put him in a position where all he would need to do is, naturally kick behind the stack and open up a ball. That's why I would put him in the center of the bottom cushion.
Well, he's putting him in a spot where he could kick behind the rack, and
Safety not allowed.
I'm sure that's what Ralph is going to do.
Please deduct 1 point from Mr. Archer's score.
Is there any way that we can put the monitor on to my left?
He wants to just hit this hard enough, not to drive a few balls out of the rack. This is very, well, he made a good safety.
Well, actually, he went to school on that shot the last time he was at the table. He, realizing how the table rolls, took advantage of it, struck that particular shot to near perfection.
Yeah.
Nice, nice hit on the 11
Looks
ball.
like, too, the 11 possibly could be dead. I'm sure Archer will have to touch this 11 to undeaden it.
And once again, he's opted to go up table and possibly leave a dead
He
ball.
executed perfect. I knew he'd take a hard look at this 11. This 11 ball looks like it's it could be dead.
And it looks like he's left him 11 balls. This is something he should have definitely protected himself from happening, leaving a dead ball. That's why shooting up table really isn't worth the trade-off. You save a point by not taking the intentional scratch, but you can lose a lot of points if you happen to leave him a dead ball.
Right, Bill. I thought the 11 was dead, and he was trying to make it undead, and apparently he did the opposite. He made it dead. So.
Now Archer's really at a disadvantage because he's in the chair with the open rack in front of Souquet, and to make matters even worse, he's on a scratch.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how Souquet starts out. He has a perfect, nice open rack here to get started.
2.
When I say open rack, it's just the balls are not touching. He still has a lot of work left in the rack, but they're open enough where he shouldn't have a problem.
6 ball.
Souquet is really a pretty cool customer. Notice his demeanor at the table. Really doesn't show any expressions at all. Shows very little emotion regardless of what happens.
8 ball.
Handles himself like a real professional.
4.
Which he certainly is.
Yeah, I believe both players here are extremely professional. And
7 ball.
It's one of the things I look for when I watch a player play, how he deals with his emotions when he's at the table. It says a lot about the person's character, his ability to overcome adverse situations and conditions, and if he can keep himself together and keep the composure that he needs to keep to deal with things better mentally, then that gives him a decisive advantage.
6.
looks like he's looking to break out a few balls here for a break shot if he can move this.
7.
The 10 ball is a possible break ball. It sits a little high on the rack, but it's still there. It's available. The 2 ball on the other end, on the front end of the table,
3 ball.
looks like it's a pretty decent break ball.
Well,
as well.
I think he's going to get rid of the 2 and 4 right after this this shot here and go up. Yeah.
9 ball.
This is very surprising here, isn't it, Bill? That he's shooting this 9 over the. That he chose that 9 there.
9.
Well, he certainly don't like the results of this particular shot.
I was very surprised he shot the 9 there, and looks like he's just, struggling a little bit through this first rack.
nice soft stroke, which enabled the cue ball to grab and then go away from the 10.
15 ball. 11.
Well, that came out
Falling
pretty nice.
Falling a little short of the mark. Now he's going to have to create something. He's going to have to run into the 4.
12.
Well, I know he'll be able to come out, but I'm sure he got a lot straighter than he wanted to here. He probably wanted the 4 to bounce up, just to have a nice natural angle to go back to the middle of the table to get on the 10 for the break shot. So
now this shot has to be hit very good because he's going to have to draw the ball, and when you draw the ball, you really don't have control of the speed sometimes that you need to hit balls with. But nevertheless, he was able to handle it pretty good. He's got a nice break ball in the 10 with a nice angle. With the shot may present a little bit of a problem for him, but it really shouldn't because he's such an excellent shot maker.
yeah, I think after he makes this, I think balls will be spread out pretty well. So
There's Efren Reyes on the adjacent table, playing chin. Reyes is also a player that is on the winner side. And then the only other tournament, straight pool tournament that Reyes entered in our country was in Portland, Maine. I believe it was in 1994, was it?
yeah, I believe so, Bill. I was there, and he won it.
He won. Yeah.
He won the tournament, the only straight pool tournament.
Right.
That's why they call him the magician, right?
Well, that's not really why they call him the magician. That may have something to do with it, or at least the credibility of it.
Did you name him the magician, Bill?
No, I don't know.
I thought you were the one that gave Efren Reyes that name.
What I did, though, was I changed Jim Rimpey's thoughts on Efren Reyes. He says he has a pump stroke, and I played him about a month after I talked with Rimpey. And he grossly misinterpreted his stroke. When I called back Rimpey, I said, Rimpey, you know, I played that fellow you said had a pump stroke. He doesn't have a pump stroke.
No, I wouldn't call it a pump stroke. I would call it a smooth stroke. He has violin and dancing like Fred Astaire.
I told him he was playing the violin. Yeah, and ever since then,
that's funny.
Mostly everyone was in agreement that he wasn't pumping, he was playing the violin.
Here goes Souquet, and he's hitting this easy. It looks like with a...
Run of 13 for Mr. Souquet.
Archer steps to the table now with an open rack, something he didn't expect to have for him, and let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, I would say Ralph, that first rack, the way he played it, it looked like he struggled a little bit. Be interesting to see what Archer does here, how he handles his first appearance at the table with an open rack.
Archer, four-time world 9-ball champion. There's a lot of credentials playing 9-ball. I'm not saying that he can't play straight pool. He proved that he could.
Yeah, running 150 balls the first tournament you play in is...
5 ball.
Well, these balls are open. Everything, I'm sure he's going to try to leave either the 7 or 8 ball for his break shot.
Ball.
Being a right-hander, that's the ideal spot you would want him on, that side of the table, the 7 or the 8 ball.
He's going to have to be careful with this shot. He's going to have
that he doesn't go into the what is that, the 15 ball there.
Right.
12 ball.
And that's what he's thinking about. This is what he didn't want to do, right, Bill?
Yeah, that's why I said he had to be careful. But he's got a shot on the 3 and the side. that'll be fine because it's a ball that he has to eliminate anyways, the 3 in the side, and plus he's got the 15 up the other end. The 3 ball is blocking the 9 ball, so therefore he has to eliminate that. That'll really open up the rack up nicely if he can shoot the 3 in the side.
6.
I think the 3 in the side is the ball that really must eliminate from the table. It'll really open up this pattern nicely for him. There's no reason for him to go into the balls right here.
Well, he's elected to shoot the 4 and go into this, probably into the 9, or is he shooting? Yeah. He went right into
7.
the 9. Now he has the 11 out for a nice key ball for the 7 if he elects to keep the 7 for the break shot, which I could see him doing here.
So he could play this in a number of ways, but if he opts to shoot, if he opts to take the 11 for the key ball, then he has to shoot the 10 soon.
Right. Well, I think he'll probably go from the 10 to the 3, and then to the 11. So he's going to shoot the 6 now, and then either the 8 or the 2. It looks like the ideal way to play this table.
6 ball.
Probably stay right here for the 8 or the 2.
9. Eight ball.
That's perfect.
10.
Well, might be a little straight from here. I would think he would want to get on the 10 ball, because the 10, from the 10 you get perfect on the 3 after you make it.
11.
A little too straight on it, and he didn't want to do that to the 3. That creates a little bit of a problem here. He sure didn't want to go into the 3, because after he made the 10, he was going to play the 3. So he's going to have to change his thinking a little bit.
Well, he could play position for the 11 in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, that looks like a good idea.
If he could attain a straight angle on that particular shot, then all he would need to do is draw the ball back an inch or so for position for the 3 in the opposite corner.
That would be perfect as long as he falls on this. He doesn't want to get on the too close to the rail here, that's for sure. He didn't want this. No, he looks like perfect. He looks like he's perfect,
right.
Yeah. He shouldn't have any problem here.
But he wants to draw the cue ball back. He has to get it back for a couple inches.
13.
Yeah, he might have gotten just a little bit of an angle he didn't want here, but he shouldn't have any problem.
Mr. Archer is on.
Well, that'll work out good for him. He shouldn't have any problem
The score now
with this break shot.
Mr. Souquet and Mr. Archer even, 13-13.
Looks like he was a little shaky on that rack too, didn't it, Bill?
Well, you know, he may have been shaky from the standpoint that he may not have shot the pattern the way you saw it or I saw it, but of course he handled it well.
Yeah.
He got a little out of line, but he's such a resilient player. You know, he's got such tremendous skills that he can overcome that.
Right, I see that. I know that he didn't want to go into the 1 ball early in the rack, and then when he shot the 2 ball to get up for the ball in the side, he ran into his ball he didn't want to. So
I think he should hit this with a follow and put a good stroke on it. He must keep a lot of follow on the cue ball.
Well, he got a nice break out of that to have the 14. Now he's going to have to look to get another break shot here. It looks like he has a few options even as the 5. He could, or he might be able to just stay there and shoot the 3 and break that. But then he'd be pushing balls over by the 1 and 8 on that rail. I know he doesn't want to do that. Yeah, he elected to.
16.
Yeah, I agree with your last assessment of not wanting to push more balls near that clump of balls on the left-hand cushion.
3 ball.
So therefore, he's opting not to go into the balls there. I thought he used good judgment in not
17.
going into the balls.
Right. Right, but I know he didn't get an angle here for the 5. I think he didn't get the angle that he quite wanted. He came up quite short here, so he's going to have to.
5 ball. 18.
Well, this is going to be interesting to see what he's thinking about, how he wants to break open this stack.
Well, he's either going to have to break him open with the 1 or the 8. So therefore,
How will he get to
maybe
that?
he can just roll the 13 in and try to stay close to the 1. Shooting the 1 up the top left corner, and then ending up with an angle on the 8 to go into the stack off of the 8. And it looks like he's stroking
No,
it.
he's
going
stroking
around.
this, or he's either going to go into the 8 to possibly. Well, that's what happens
19.
when you try to force something in this game.
He's taking a look at the 4-10 combination. I don't know how that lies from his vantage point, but from mine, I really can't tell.
No, I can't. You can't tell if the 15 is blocking. He's looking at the 6 in the corner.
And that's the type of a shot that he may end up shooting because he's a 9-ball player and he hits balls well. So therefore, he may end up shooting the 6 in the corner. The kiss on the 1 off the 8 is too thin. I don't think that's available. So it looks like he's going to
you
shoot the 6.
Looks like he should have a shot at this. The cue ball's not touching the 4 ball, so he should have a shot.
He's playing the 1 off the 8. I think it's lying too thin. I think it's going to hit the side rail, but maybe I'm wrong. If we can get a shot at there's the shot that we need. Is on a current run of 19. If we can just eliminate that from the screen, we can tell if the 1 ball will kiss it. That's good. That's what we're looking for.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful shot.
Really didn't
I
get
don't know.
rewarded for it.
I think the 8 is blocking the 10 hanging in the hole. He still doesn't.
10 ball.
He's still not out of the woods yet.
He's going to probably shoot the 2 into the 10.
Yeah, I agree. He's shooting the 8 into the 10.
Okay, then there's enough room between the 8 and the cushion for him to hit it accurately.
He hit it perfect, and that's what he is, a shot maker. So shots like that come very easy to him.
Well, that's how he's going to sustain a lot of his runs, by coming with the tough shot, where other players might not have the skills to come with the real tough shot. He'll do it with more consistency.
11 ball. 21.
That was a good shot to get out because the 8 ball's blocking the 6 ball, the 4 ball, so he did the right thing too.
I like shooting the 8 here, creating a nice angle for the 12, and then dropping nicely on the other side of the 4, 9, and 15.
I agree with you, Bill. I think that would be the ideal way to go, and everything should come easy from there. It looks like the 6 ball works out to be a better break shot than the 2.
2 lies a little high and too close to that side rail. The 6 ball, you shoot into a larger pocket and is closer to the
8
stack.
Looks like he's going to let it just stay right on the rail here, yeah.
22.
Now he has a nice angle just to come up for the 9 ball. He's looking to see if the 15's dead.
Well, there's really no reason even to play that, because he's lying perfectly on the 12 to drop nicely for the 9.
Which he did.
23.
Well, he doesn't seem happy with it, but he looks like he's perfect.
I think he's going to have to shoot the 9 and soft draw it back, and then shoot the 15. Unless the 9-15 is dead.
4 ball.
Then he can shoot the 4.
24.
Now I was looking to come up from the 2 to get on the 9.
2
Apparently, I don't think the 9 went last shot, or he would have shot it.
25.
Just get off the rail here, and still has his work cut out.
See, I wouldn't have saved these 2 balls for my lead-up balls because they're too close together, and you have to get a real good angle. Now he's going to have to go into the 15 with the cue ball, or accept what he's left with for position for the break ball.
9 ball.
Well, he came out real nice here.
26.
So, but I agree. I don't think I was very surprised he left those 2 balls for the end there. Very surprised. But I don't think he'll have any problem. He has a couple ways he can get out to the to the middle of the table to have a nice angle on the 6 ball.
I
for
think
a break shot.
one rail will be the best way. Cue ball travels less of a
that's
distance, it's
Mr.
a
Archer is
lot
on
easier
a
to
run of
control.
27, playing the 6 ball. And the score stands at Mr. Archer 40, leading Mr. Souquet 13.
It's 40-13, as you just heard. Ed Smith announced the score, and Archer is currently on a run of 28 balls.
And he has a perfect break shot here, Billy. After getting through those 2 racks that he had a lot of problems and he still got through, this is how big runs start. I could see him where he could get comfortable now and possibly run 150 and out. Looks like he is just probably going to pocket this and draw back to the middle of the table.
Total, yeah. This is the run is 28 because he started with a -1. This is 20.
Actually, he can actually run 151 balls.
Yeah, that's right. He started at -1 because they took scratches at the beginning. So this is going to be interesting.
If it ever gets that far.
I know he's capable. I think he's, like I said, I believe he got through. I don't think he got through a lot of trouble spots there.
This should be the total run. Don't put the score up here yet because it's on a run of 28 because of -1. Mr. Archer is on a run of 28.
You should pocket this, Bill, and draw the cue ball right back to about where it's at right now. Just try to draw it back. You don't have to hit it too hard. Just
29.
that usually happens if you don't draw it enough. It goes off to the side of the rail. If he put a little more draw in there, he would have come back more. He could have hit it just a little harder.
Okay, this isn't what you consider a real difficult shot, but it's very missable. And this is where Archer gets paid off because he very rarely misses balls.
Yeah,
like
this is an easy shot for him. Very easy shot for him.
Really doesn't have much fear of this shot. Notice he's elevating.
Yeah, hit it perfect
30.
too.
The 1 ball is a nice ball to open up the balls with.
Right, that would also, if he can get there now, if he can go from the 5 to the 1, it would leave him the 8 as an insurance ball when he does go into the stack off the 1. That would be perfect. That's what he's looking to do right now.
In order to get to that position, it looks like he's going to have to follow it. And if he follows it, he's going to have to hit it very accurately.
And he,
31.
surprised. I guess he wanted to stay away from the 8. That's why he wound up on the rail.
Yeah, he had to use inside English on that shot because he couldn't afford to run into the bottom of the 8. And if he did that, he probably would have ended up with a no shot at all. But now he has a nice shot on the 1, and he'll stay down on this shot. This is a very big shot. The ball should open up nicely for him if he hits it accurately and with a decent stroke.
Which he probably will. This is, again, where his shot-making ability, this makes this an easy shot, very easy shot. But it should be an easy shot for anybody that plays straight pool. And he missed it, very surprisingly.
Well, Souquet missed a break shot
31 for Mr.
2 racks
Archer.
ago.
Right, he overcut it also.
And now Archer returns the favor, missing a very nice shot on the 1 to break open the balls. Souquet now steps to the table, and he's trailing in the match 30-13, but he has a wide open rack.
Right.
Four ball. One.
So far, it looks like a wide open match, too, Bill. I think it's anybody's match still. I know Souquet, being at the table, has, I'd say, has an advantage right now, but looks like it's anybody's game.
2.
He has the 1 ball. He came out. Came out okay there. It looks like he could have. actually could have gotten in trouble there, and he didn't.
1 ball.
Doesn't appear that he has a good break ball at this time. He may have to manufacture something. He tried to hit the 11 on his way back up table. If he would have contacted the 11, then he would have pushed the 11 out for a nice break ball, but he didn't do that. So he has to try to figure out exactly what he needs to do to manufacture a break ball.
13 ball. 4.
Well, with the 14 down there, he still has a chance to come back if he gets the right angle on the 14 to knock the 2 out for a break shot after he makes it. Or from the 14 to knock, he's leaving those 2 balls there, the 7 and the
5.
I think from the 14, he's going to go up to try to make the 10 a perfect break shot. He's going to play the 3, the 9.
6.
He's looking to manufacture a break shot from the 14 ball. Because
9 ball.
he has the 2 ball as an insurance ball once he... Right
7.
here, Bill, I think he's going to go into the 10 ball, because going into the 2 ball, you're gambling not having another shot. But so I think he's going to 2 rails go in. No, he's shooting the 2 ball now.
2 ball. 8.
He may have to shoot the 14 as a break ball. It's not really have that many options left here.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that he didn't elect to shoot the 14 to open up to make a break shot there, because the 11 is definitely in the rack. And
now he's asking Ed Smith, the referee, if he can put the rack over the 11 ball to try to decide or determine whether or not the 11 is in the rack. I don't know if that's allowed.
it appears to be in the rack. It looks like here on our screen, Bill, if you could see it, it's going over the line, the rack line, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. And in the event that it is in the rack, I would then shoot the 10, 7, 11, and drop for the 14 for the break ball.
Yeah, I think he should have checked that out a little earlier. If he was thinking about saving the 11, I think he should have made sure it wasn't in the rack.
He's going to try to save the 7 for a break ball.
And possibly
go.
Like this is what he's looking to do here. I would have done earlier. He had the same angle or a better angle on the 14. He's going to look to bump the 10, kick the 10 for a break shot.
.14 ball.
Yeah.
Even if he is able to do what you said, playing position for the break ball now becomes a problem.
Right, but if he did that earlier, he would have had those other 2 balls to shoot as out
7
balls. So this is going to be tough to hold the ball up for the break shot unless he's going to take another angle. Oh, he's going to try to go into the rack, which he
11.
did successfully. That was a great shot.
Yes, it was an excellent shot in terms of controlling the cue ball. But now he has a problem right here with the break ball because he's going to be a great distance from the 10 ball, the break ball, and he doesn't have much of a pocket to shoot into. Notice how close to the cushion the 10 is.
Yeah.
That reduces the size of the pocket. So therefore, this shot not only has to be hit cleanly, but it has to be hit with velocity. And when you put, a shot hit with velocity into a small pocket, sometimes it really doesn't work out for you.
Right. It makes it a tougher shot, hitting the ball harder.
If you notice at the angle that he has to shoot the 10 into the pocket, he's shooting it into a small pocket. And if he happens to hit the rail before it enters the pocket, and if he hits it with speed, chances are he's not going to get the ball. So therefore, when he shoots this shot, accuracy is really something that he can't afford to sacrifice.
I agree with you, Bill. I think the most important thing here is to you must pocket the ball, which he failed to do on his last break shot. And
on this particular shot, he must play accuracy and disregard where the cue ball is going to hit.
Right.
He has to concentrate on pocketing the ball and make sure that he hits it with a good stroke.
I agree with you, Bill. A break shot, I consider, yields 30 balls, because if you don't make it and break open the rack, your other player gets the 15 instead of you getting him.
And that's exactly
he hit
what
it very
he did.
nice. He hit it perfect. And he came out with a nice shot, too. Well, I don't think he's going to have any problem with these balls. They look like they're laying pretty good where he could pocket the 15 and roll down for the 14.
15 ball.
You may want to go into him off the 14. That may not be advisable.
There's really no insurance ball there. He's going into the back of the stack, and there's no guarantee he's going to wind up with another shot. So
14 ball.
it looks like he's doing what you said, but this is... No.
14.
Well, that worked out pretty good.
Still has some balls to break open. Actually, he went into all those the balls. They didn't go into him where I think he tried to, and he came off the side and only knocking one ball out of that whole stack.
He can use the 2 balls to open up some balls here if he chooses to do so. He won't do it on this shot because the shot on the 2 is a little more difficult from this angle than he would like it to be. So therefore, he's opting to shoot the 3. Now he'll use the 2 possibly, and maybe loosen up the 7, following the cue ball down table.
Right, I would definitely follow here.
17.
Well, that opened them all up. Now they're all laying pretty good. He has to get up. He has to figure out how he wants to go up for the 5, and that would be, I would say, the key to this rack is getting on the 5 ball.
I would definitely try to eliminate the 5 ball as soon as possible, because you really don't have a nice lead ball to the 5 ball to play position for the break ball. So therefore, I would try to eliminate the 5 balls as soon as I could, and at the same time try to leave the 1 in the position that it's in now.
As a ball to get to from the 5, I agree with you, Bill. That's
19.
I think he's going to try to go right now from the 7, go straight down for the 5. He's doing something a little different here. He's going to probably still go from the 7 to the 5, but he wanted to get rid of the 12.
Well, that was a good ball to get rid of, because there's no reason why he should have left it there. Even though the combination lied pretty good, there's no reason why he should have left it there. He does have a better angle, by the way, on this particular shot to go up table for the 5.
Well, I knew he should have guarded against getting straight in. I thought he would go up a little further than that. I know he didn't want to hit it too hard and get straight in on the 5, so...
He's definitely off angle on the 5 here, and he's going to have to do a little extra traveling here. And if he doesn't do a little extra traveling, he's going to hit it with a finesse stroke with an outside ball. And this is going to be a little tougher shot than he wanted to end up with.
22.
But in spite of that, he was able to put it down very cleanly. This is was a big shot. And now he looks like he's
well,
pretty
here
much
he
back
can make
into
the 9 come back for the 1 ball and then shoot from the 1 and use the 11 to get on his break shot, the 8 ball.
Yeah, I like your pattern a lot. If he chooses to shoot the 8 ball, use the 8 ball as the break ball.
23.
Now he's fallen on top of the 11. Looks like his plan was to shoot the 11 and then use the 8 ball as the lead ball for the 9 ball. But he can't do that.
He's going to shoot the 8 and go from the 11 to the 9. He's
24.
He's okay here. I think the pattern he did take did a little more difficult than if he could have made it a little easier on himself.
Yeah, once again he's ended up with a flat shot, a flat angle on the 11, so he's going to have to force it.
25.
He came out perfect, but
Mr. Souquet is on a run of 25, playing the 9 ball. The score now stands at Mr. Souquet 38, Mr. Archer 30.
It's 38-30. He's on a run of 25.
and he's on a perfect break shot also, Bill.
And I do believe this is a type of an angle where you have to follow the cue ball through the rack.
Right. This would be, in Mosconi's book, a perfect break shot. You know, the distance he is from the 9 and the angle he has. This is just, it's just an ideal break shot.
I'd like to mention that this tournament was sponsored by Blatt Billiards. Blatt Billiards put quite a bit of money into this event. And obviously you can see where it went.
Yeah, they did a beautiful job. The seating here is the best seating I've ever seen for a pool tournament in my life. I've been to many pool tournaments over 30 years. I've been around pool, and this is the best seating arrangement I've ever seen. Arena style. Nobody can be obstructed by the person in front of them. Everybody, you can see all the tables. It's really beautiful.
Souquet, very deliberate in his approach to this shot. Important shot. Every break shot is an important shot.
Perfect.
Nicely
That's why that's
struck.
an ideal break shot.
Nicely struck.
He got all his work done in one shot. He got all the balls open. I mean, everything. He even has the 4 ball, or is that the 4 ball? He can almost leave there. It might be a little low for his next break shot. He could be looking at that already. So those balls opened up perfect.
12 ball. $27.
This is
10
like
ball.
picking cherries, Bill. Just a matter of
28.
getting all the balls away just without ever fighting. Just go whatever, like here, just go to the next ball, the 2 balls next, then to the 13, to the 5. And it makes it so easy when you get on a good break shot for your next rack. I mean, everything is just open, and he just has to think about leaving good balls like the 1, the 14, 15 balls around the break shot where you want to be for your next break shot.
I think a problem ball out there is the 15 ball, and he should try to take care of that particular ball as soon as he can. Certainly cuts off a lot of the table.
He
from
can
the
go
14.
he can go from the 8 to the 1 to the 15 too, Bill. The 1 connects to the 15 if he makes the 1 in the side.
But I would definitely shoot to 15 now. If it passes to 4, there's no reason to leave it there.
I don't think it passes. I think it's pretty close. It's like
7 ball. 32.
Well, I think by picking the wrong balls here, it's made it a little tougher than it really had to be, this rack. So
33.
he wants to, Bill, I believe the last 3 balls will be the 1, 15, 14. That's what I think he's thinking about here. So he wants to go up. He wants to get on the 5, go to the 8, the 1, the 15, and the 14 in the side.
34.
Well, he got on the 15 ball that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think the 15 ball is a problem ball, and he may end up shooting the 15, the 15, 5, 14, 8, 1, or the 15, 14, 5, 8, 1.
15 ball.
He may save the 8 for a lead ball to the 1.
35.
I believe he's doing exactly what you're saying. He just wants to make sure he gets a good angle on the 5 to go up for the 8. He doesn't want to be straight. Well, and he did. He got
36.
perfect.
Now he wants to have the ability, after playing position on the 8, to be able to draw the cue ball back to the 1 comfortably.
37.
And that's probably ideal. Notice how close he got to the 8, which will enable him to draw the ball back with much more ease and control.
38.
Just like that.
I think he came back.
1 ball.
He's perfect. He's perfect. I thought for a second he might have come back just a drop too far, but he's in perfect position just to roll this ball in and have another good break shot.
39.
He's on a run on 39, and once again has a perfect break shot.
Right, and I think he's looking a lot more comfortable than he did in the first rack that he shot. So
this is pretty much the way the game went between Souquet and Strickland. Both players were hovering around the 20 to 30 ball mark at the same time, and then Souquet took over the match running 125 and out.
Well, I could see a repeat of that right here. I could see him doing this again because he's really looking a lot more comfortable.
Reyes is on a run of 28. on the adjacent table. He leads in that match 69-31 against Chin.
He has a break shot here that he's looking at. It looks similar to the one that Archer had just missed to give Souquet this opportunity at the table. Looks very similar.
This shot looked like it also has to be hit with a high ball.
Well, I don't know. This ball looks a little low. I don't think he has a chance of missing the rack with a high ball, Bill? Or
No way. There's no way he can miss the rack.
Okay. Well, he's hitting it low, so let's see what happens. He's going to try to...
Sometimes you get that kiss off that ball on the end and scratch in the corner.
Many times I've had that happen. This came out real nice, though. This came out perfect. I would, if I were him, I would look to go from the 11 and get rid of the 6 here. I would try to fall on the 6, where I would shoot the 6 to open up the 10 to break open the balls. Use the 10 as my break shot. Well, he just moved the 6.
Yeah, well, that'll suffice.
That opens up the 10 also.
Right. But he would like not to shoot the 3 to get to the 10, because the 3 is an insurance ball. After breaking up the balls, then, you know, he'll have the 3 for sure.
Yeah. Here if he shoots the 10, there's really no insurance ball.
3 ball.
See, now he's shooting the 10,
42.
and I mean, he has a nice angle where these balls are all going to break open. You have to get awful unlucky not to get a shot off of this. I mean,
yeah, I totally agree with that, because he's got a nice angle. And he figures
right. The 15 looks like it's going towards the hole afterward, like that. Well,
43.
He wound up going towards middle, but yeah, he was in a good, comfortable spot to have another shot with that. And the 9 fell very nice to get to the 2 ball, which is probably the only problem ball in this rack.
He has a 13 ball as a possible break ball, but really not a good lead ball to the 13, so therefore I don't know if he's going to choose that, or maybe he's going to try to manufacture something. Maybe with the 3 balls around the foot spot, he may do something a little later in the rack.
Ball.
Well,
44.
I think he did move the 5 in a better position, but it's still probably not ideal. I think he might try to move the 7 from the 15, Bill.
But he has to be careful here, because he can get tied up if he opts to do that. You know, he can
yeah, I agree.
wedge the cue ball in between the 112.
I agree. Let's see what this is going to be interesting here. No, he didn't even. He stayed away from the balls, which was probably a wise decision.
Yeah, he was too smart for that, so therefore he just stayed away from that problem area. No reason why he should take a chance. You know, the way the balls are laying, I'm sure that he can. I'm sure that he can create something.
Well, he might be looking to just leave the 5 as his break shot here.
And what he could do is he can shoot the 7 and bump the 1 out. If he chooses to do that off of the, shoot the 13 and draw back, shoot the 7 and bump the 1 out. But evidently he sees something better. Maybe he's going to bump the 12 out here, shoot the 1. He's going to shoot the 1 and bump the 12, and then he'll have the 14 for an insurance ball.
1 ball.
Little hard, Bill. I think he hit it a little harder than he wanted to, and
yeah, now he's created a little bit of a problem for himself, because not only did the 12 ball get too closely to the 13, but also the 14 ball is a good lead ball for the 2 ball, and he may need that ball to drop nicely for the 13. So therefore, he's got some work ahead of him here, and his ball selection from this point out is going to be very crucial. See, he wants to shoot the 14 and maybe reposition the cue ball for the 13, but then that makes the 2 less accessible. But not all that bad. See, now he's going to use the 14 to gain a shot on the 13.
well, that's the ball that he definitely has to shoot now, and he fell perfect on the 13.
And the ball he's going to be using for the break ball is the 12, and that ball seems to be a slight bit high.
If he could fall on the 2 right now, that would be, well, he didn't even try that. He just wanted to. It looked like he was in a real tight spot to pocket that ball, and he just wanted to make sure he did that.
Well, if he's straight on the 7 ball, now he's got another problem. Since both balls, the 5 and the 2, are on the left side of the table, if he's straight on the 7 ball, he's got a lot of work in front of him. He would like to have an angle to force it to the left.
Well, he's going to look to fall on the 5 right now.
So he was straight, and now he has a lot of problems now because both balls are positioned on the left side of the table. Now he's going to have to go cross table twice here to get positioned for the 2. This particular shot plays a lot more difficult than it appears.
I'm very surprised he's not using the 5 for his break ball, changing break balls right now, because the 12 to get to the 2 looks a lot easier.
Softly rolling the 5, and he overcut it. See, when he ended up straight in on the 7, he had big problems.
Yeah. I was very surprised that he didn't go ahead and shoot the 12 right there, because it looked like the 5 was a pretty good break shot, and he could have gone up for the 2 and had the 5 as his break ball.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a bad option at all. You know, considering that he was going to make the balls for certain, and Archer would have still been in his chair.
Yeah.
You have to keep control of the table playing straight pool, particularly when you're playing upper echelon players, and that's what he didn't do.
Right, because now he might never get back out of his chair. So that's it's going to be interesting to see which ball, if Archer uses the 12 or the 5 ball for his break shot. Looks like he's going to use the 12 ball.
1.
Well, he has a perfect angle here to come back. He shouldn't have any trouble here. Just come below the side pocket, and if he hits this good, he will have a perfect break shot.
I don't know if you play below the side pocket or just cross table, because if you play below the side pocket, you're going to get pretty close to your break ball and maybe even lose your market on it. That's what he did. He went straight cross table. This enables him to have a much bigger area for position for the break ball. And with his ability to pocket balls, I thought he shot the right shot. Now keep in mind, this shot is very similar to the shot that Souquet shot a couple racks ago. He's not shooting into a full pocket. He's shooting into a small pocket, and he still has to hit this ball, this shot with velocity, which in turn is going to reduce the size of the pocket. So therefore, this is a very big shot, and it's not going to be one that's going to be real easy to execute. So he has to hit it cleanly.
His shot-making ability, I think I make him a pretty good favorite to have no problem here. But I agree with you that it's hitting this ball with the velocity as hard as he has to hit it. It does make the pocket a lot smaller.
Well, when you consider the velocity that he has to hit this break ball with, you don't have to miss it by much to miss it.
Well, it looks like he's not going to really hit it too hard. He's going with an open bridge, and
well, that's what the open bridge got him, I think. I thought if he would have closed his bridge and hit it with a little more velocity, he would have been able to work through the rack with the cue ball. He does. I do believe he does have an 11-9 combination.
I don't know if the 6 is blocking it or not. If it's not, the 11-9 is a nice easy combination for the side. But yeah, he's playing it. He called the 9.
Well, if he has room to pocket the combination, this combination should be pocketed at a fairly high percentage. I would say about an 85% make on this from where he is. Both balls are positioned close enough to one another for him to hit it accurately.
Oh, he hit that perfect.
4.
Still has a lot of work cut out this rack for him, Bill. He has to, the 8 and 2, he has to work on getting those out quickly, and he has a few clusters to break up still. So this is going to be interesting to see how he goes about this.
1 ball. 5. Ball. Six.
He should move the 8 now, I believe. I think that's going to be a problem for him a little later on in the rack, so why not eliminate it now? He's not costing him anything to shoot the 8 now, because he can probably attain the same angle that he's left with now for the 3 or whatever ball he wants to shoot, even the 6. So therefore, moving the 8 now would be, I think, in my opinion, the right shot at this time.
Definitely, there's no doubt that he has to move the 8 now. And I think he's more looking to see where he wants to position the cue ball afterward. I think he's just going over for the 3 instead of breaking into anything there, because he could have gotten stuck too easy. So I think he made a wise decision of just not electing to break those balls open then.
If he opts to shoot the 6 and open up the balls, he's going to have to hit the 7 with the cue ball and come back a little bit. That way he can assure himself a shot at least on the 3.
3 ball, yeah. Well, that opened up everything. 14 fell in a nice spot to be able to open up the 4, 15, and 13, that little cluster.
And he also has another option available to him to manufacture a break shot. He could get an angle on the 14 and then knock the 13 up near the rack for a break ball.
Right, and fall on the 15 ball in the corner. So that looks like it's laying good. I believe that's what he's probably thinking too, Bill.
Now, if he can shoot the 3 here and
stay below the 14.
Keep an angle. Well, he's opting to do this. He's going to open him up now. What about a break ball?
Well, he got lucky he didn't scratch there. That was he took a gamble there.
See, I believe a technician, a really knowledgeable straight pool player like a Siegel or a Jose Garcia would have recognized the possibility of manufacturing a break shot off the 13 and would have attacked that situation from another angle.
He's going to look to, I thought he was going to try to push the 15 out right now.
11.
He's looking at the 13 for a possible break ball. That's fine, but it's not really the type of a break ball I'd want to shoot. But for a player like Archer, hits balls much more accurately than me. That shouldn't be much of a problem, providing that he attains the correct angle to break the balls with.
12.
Well, 4 in the side's an option too here. He has the 4 ball in the side as a break shot, which is easy to get to from the 10. But I can't agree with you more. Of playing the balls the correct way, especially a player of his stature, the way his shot making ability is, if he played the balls correctly all the time, I can't see him ever missing.
Yeah, well, he wants to shoot the 2, 10, 4 on the side and then break him with the 13. That's why
I don't know if the break shot's a good break shot, Bill. I think he's going to try to shoot the 4 on the side as his break shot, or the 10 as his break shot.
2 ball.
I think he already has made up his mind what he's going to do here. Well, evidently not.
14.
Evidently not.
The 4. Do you think he's going to shoot the 4 on the side or the 10 as his break shot? They're both good break shots. That's what's. Oh, he's looking for the 10 for the break shot.
Right.
$13 ball.
No. Cue ball got away from him a little bit there. And at least it appeared from my vantage point that he should have held it a little higher, but evidently he isn't really upset with it. Now the break ball, the 10 ball, using the 10 ball for the break ball, I'm not very versed on this type of a break ball. I think some bad stuff can happen there.
He got perfect on it. I mean, he had.
Mr. Archer is
That's
on
where
a
you'd
run
want
of
to be.
16.
if you want to be on the 10 ball. But like you say,
The score stands with Mr. Souquet
I don't think he had to have a break shot like this in that rack if he played the balls differently.
What are the possibilities with this particular break ball? After the ball is racked, it looks like he's going to draw the ball slightly and hit the side of the rack. But if he does that, won't the cue ball go down toward the upper left-hand corner?
Right. If he doesn't hit the rack perfect, it could go. You can easily scratch on this shot. You could easily leave yourself at the end of the table where you have a very long shot. It's not an ideal break shot, but it's not. There's worse break shots.
So what do you do then to protect yourself against the scratch? Do you hit it with the proper speed? You don't hit it as hard. Then you draw the ball and hit it with a medium speed, so that the cue ball will not reach that corner pocket possibly.
Right. Yeah. I try to take real care on where I want to hit the stack, and I try to make sure I hit the stack into the corner ball and hit it full, where I just come back out to the middle of the table.
Archer opted to take his break. Maybe we'll take a break as well, and when Archer gets back, we'll be back. Okay, we're back now. The score is 64 for Souquet, 46 for Archer. Archer at the table, and we were discussing this break shot. This isn't really an ideal break shot. There's a couple things that go wrong here. He could possibly open up the balls and go down toward that upper left-hand corner pocket with the cue ball, so he's going to have to protect himself against that from happening.
Also, Bill, not hitting this break shot hard enough will leave him stuck. He could get stuck to the 1, so it's a real touchy break shot. And pocketing the ball has to take a lot of care there too. I always make sure I pocket the ball because I know I can't do anything if I don't pocket the ball afterwards. So that's number 1 priority.
Here he goes down toward that
corner pocket.
Well, he was able to stay out of it,
right,
but not by much. No. But nevertheless, he did stay out of it, and that's what he was concerned with.
And he has the 3 ball now, which for him, I don't think he'll have any problem with this shot. Getting another shot, he's so straight on the 3, and he's looking at the 15 in the side. His 6 doesn't go by. I think that's the only ball he can go down for. He sure doesn't want to go down for the 4 ball. He'd be gambling on scratching. So.
And he's going to have to roll this. I know he doesn't want to shoot it in that fashion, but I think he's going to have to roll it like this here. Okay, he's done a fine job with that
18.
shot.
Now he has the 15 ball in the side.
He may even have the 6. I don't know if it's
I think
available.
The 1 blocks it. I think he's looking where he wants to go from the 15 in the side. He's looking how he can get another shot off this 15 if he has to shoot the combination, the 12-2 combination, if he can bump into the 9.
Ball.
Yeah, he came out nice there. He has the 9 in the side, but then where to go from the 9 in the side.
Well, he could once again elevate and draw it back. After pocketing the 9, he could draw it back. And once again, he could do what he's looking at now by playing position for the 11-1 combination.
11-1. He also, I think the 12-2 combination is easier if he could stop there. That looks a lot easier. But
and a lot more rewarding as well.
Right.
9 ball.
He's going to try to get on the 4 ball from here, Bill. Which he did.
20.
He got on the 4 ball.
And now I think you have to go into the balls here, off of the 4.
No question. You have all kinds of insurance balls here. You have the 1 ball, and you have to go into these balls. You have to look where you want to go into them, too, to make sure you open them.
4 ball.
And and he hit it perfect.
21.
He hit it perfect.
The 7 ball came across for the break ball.
He has the 2 balls went up table, which is go together. Once he makes the ball on the rail up table, he'll have the it goes right to the 14 ball to come back down. So he's liable to even save those 2 balls for his last 2.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. That there's a possibility that he'll save the 12 and the 14 ball is his lead ball to the break ball, which will be the 7 ball.
No, he's going for him right now. So this season.
See, I don't like where the 8 ball is. I think that's a bad ball in the position that it's in. If you're going to use the 7 ball for the break ball, I would definitely eliminate the 8 as soon as possible. The 1 ball is also in a bad position.
That blocks the pocket here. I think he's looking to go for the 1 right now, and he still might leave those 2 balls up table for his last 2 balls.
It's quite possible that he'll do that.
He might just bump the 7. Well, bump the 7 just a little higher. It could be just a little bit low, so he might look to just bump the 7 up just a little bit here.
I don't think he should go anywhere near the 7 because that ball's in pretty good shape.
24.
I like shooting the 13 here. Definitely like shooting the 13.
No doubt. You get another shot on the 11 or the 6. Stay for the.
See, the 8 ball is a difficult ball because you can get out of line on the 8 ball quite easily.
Right, and he's going to need to get a good angle on the 8 to go to the
12.
The 12 ball. So
it's a lot easier to go from the 6 to the 12 than it is to go from the 8 to the 12.
6 ball. 27.
Let's see how he fared here. It looks like he's got a pretty good angle on the 8. He dropped nicely for the 12.
Yeah, it looks like he felt perfect on this 8 ball, so he shouldn't have any trouble here.
Just wants to make sure he doesn't get straight in on the 12.
Well, he really made sure. He has a real good angle.
Well, this is ideal, really.
Yeah, it is to bounce off and have a nice angle on the 14.
Pocket speed puts him in perfect line for the 14.
29.
Now he'll just reposition the cue ball. Maybe even on this side of the side pocket because he does have the luxury of being able to do that.
Yeah, I always like getting close to my break ball if I can. I'd much rather be close to it, but it looks like he's going to stay. He's going to take a little longer break shot. Surprised he didn't take more of an angle also. He has one of those angles that you're saying that you have to, where you have to force it and you make the pocket smaller, so.
Yeah, well, he's close enough now to the 7 ball to where he should hit it with accuracy, but he has lost a little bit of the market for the break shot because of the angle that he's attained on it.
He's going to have to force this a lot, and when you force it, he's going into the rack. He could the cue ball could get stuck in the rack. He has to hit this with a good speed, and I would try to go into the rack and draw back to the middle of the table, so I guarantee myself a shot, or having a better chance at a shot by being in the middle of the table.
This is a type of a shot that's fairly difficult to execute because of the angle that he has. And if he draws the ball, there's a chance that he may go all the way up table, and he certainly doesn't want to do that.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to get stuck in the rack, so therefore he's caught really in between the thoughts and what he wants to do.
Right, he definitely wanted more of an angle than this. I don't believe he wanted this. He's going to try to draw it back to the middle of the table. Let's see what happens.
See, now he's going way up table.
Just like you said there, Bill, that's exactly what happened. He's okay, but he drew it back a little further. So.
See, that shot was so difficult to control the speed of because you have to hit it hard enough to get away from the stack, but yet not too hard to go way up table. But there's just such a difficult thing to do to judge the speed because you really have to hit it with velocity, and it's very difficult.
It's a touchy
to
shot.
Control the speed of that.
That would be like in golf about a 60-yard pitch. It's real hard to judge a half of a wedge.
But that's what he has going for him right there, his ability to pocket balls so cleanly. So therefore, going up table doesn't necessarily have to be bad for Archer because he has the ability to pocket balls.
Right. But that would stop a lot of his runs, though, by getting it. If you get into positions like that, the percentages are going to work against you if you keep putting yourself in those positions when you don't have to.
33.
I'd take a look at the 4 on the side and see if that's a possible break ball. I don't know if it is.
It looks like it could be a little too snug to the rack here.
If it was, I'd look to play the 1 up the other corner. Off of the 11, play position for the 1, maybe up the other corner. And then if the 4 is available, then shoot the 4 on the side. He's going into the balls right here.
Well, see, this is where the percentages are going to go way against you when you keep having to force things like this. It's just, he's okay. He came out okay. I know for back again to that he's such a great shot maker. He shouldn't have any trouble here, but he keeps sending the cue ball around the table. He's going to find he could scratch easily or something bad can happen. So
1 ball.
He doesn't want to draw the ball into the 6. So a lot of bad things can happen if he does that. So he has to be careful of that.
35.
Notice how nicely and comfortably
perfect, just perfect.
he shot that shot. He should take a look at the 3-8 combination. That looks like it's laying really.
It is. It's laying dead. It's laying dead, and plus, if he can get on there, he would have the 9 ball as an insurance ball afterwards. So
6 ball.
There's no reason why he should go into the balls here.
Which he did. He could have.
36.
Well, it didn't work out. Well, I don't know.
No, look at the 10 just got. Now he's going to wind up with another tough shot. The 8 ball he's going to have to shoot here, and he's struggling. He's looking at the 4 on the side or the 8 ball.
8 ball.
After he makes this, the rack should be fairly simple.
37.
I say that now it's all clear sailing from here. I can't see him having any trouble. The 12 and the 3 I know are a little.
Well, what he can do a lot of things here. He can pocket the 9 and then follow up for the 15 at the other corner, shoot the 15 down the other corner, puts him in perfect line, and shoot the 14 and loosen up the 3 from the 12.
38.
Or if he has that angle, he can do the same thing for shooting the 15 in the same pocket.
Yeah.
Now he can use the 14 to open up the balls, and the 13 is a perfect break ball. But when he opens up the balls, he has to be careful not that the 3 doesn't get close to the 13 here.
39.
I think what he can do here is just very softly roll it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that the best. Just to softly roll this, and you make sure. Well, he's going to jack up, and he's going to try to move the 3 all the way to the rail, I think. No, he softly rolled it.
See, that he has to be concerned about the where the 3 was going to end up, and it looks like it's not in a bad position. But now he's going to have to shoot. I don't know if he shouldn't shoot the 12 here.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good option. Very good. That's what he's going to do.
12 ball. .41.
He might shoot the 3-10-4, but I don't particularly care for
I
that.
like leaving the 3 and the 13 for my last 2 balls because both of them are good break shots, and you're guaranteed to, fall right as long as you don't get over and bad angle on the 13. It'll be very easy to get from the 3 or the 13 onto the other ball. So those are the 2 balls I'd like to leave here.
42.
Where he can now shoot the 4.
Yeah, this seems to be much more workable than just about anything else. Now, he can use either the 3 or the 13 for the break ball, but he should make up his mind which one of those 2 balls he wants to use prior to shooting this shot.
I agree. Before he shoots that, which he elected. Well, right here he could still use either one. So that's how. It's very smart to leave these 2 balls for last. It's very hard to get in trouble.
3 ball. 44. Mr. Archer is on a run of 44, playing the 13 ball. The score is Mr. Archer leading 74, Mr. Souquet 64.
Yeah, this is the type of match we expected to see between these two evenly matched players. 64 for Souquet, 74 for Archer. Archer at the table with a nice break shot. I kind of like the way Archer's settling down and playing this nice solid game. You know, he seems much more comfortable. He certainly has picked up his game quite a bit since the offset of the match, and he seems a lot more comfortable now than he did several racks ago. Chin at the table playing Reyes, and that match is pretty close. 85 for Chin, 95 for Reyes.
Yeah, another.
Looks like he's got 10 more balls to add to the 85, so he has. It's about even. It's about an even match, 95 apiece. But Chin at the table, which gives him a pretty big advantage.
Well, Archer has another break shot that I would like to draw this back to the middle of the table. Just keep the cue ball away from the stack afterward with the angle he has. Just drawing the cue ball back to the middle of the table. Just like that.
45.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to shoot the 5 here. Not that it's a difficult shot, but I don't think he has anything else.
Yeah, he's not happy with the results of the break shot, but as good of a shot maker he is, the 5 ball, I don't think he's going to have any trouble. He does have a little bit of a cut on it, but not too bad. Looks like he's going to go right into the 4 ball afterward. To the 6.
He needed that little kiss on
Yes.
the 11. That certainly
stopped the cue ball from going back up table.
Certainly made this situation a lot easier to deal with. Six ball is a nice ball, but I don't think he should fool with the 6 ball. He should probably clear some balls off the table before he opts to shoot that.
He's
Shooting the
gonna
6
shoot
ball
it.
now, he creates a little more congestion.
Yeah,
and
but he wants to get them all open. If he hits it with a good speed and gets some, well, he did create some congestion there. Just like you said, yeah, I agree. You should have cleared some balls off instead of pushing more balls over to where there were already balls, a little congested.
Well, you know, in the 6 ball was a very good break ball for the next rack, and it looked like he could have worked his way around that rack, massaged the balls, as Dallas puts it, a little bit right there, before opting to shoot that shot. You know, and I thought that he could have, you know, manufactured some pretty good things for himself out there without ever touching the 6. And that's the way straight pool players think. 9-ball players do more of what Archer just did, and until they learn that there's another way to attack it.
Right. And they do eventually learn.
Oh, yeah.
When they get tired of looking or getting themselves into trouble.
And that's the reason why there's so much indecision out there now, is because he took away the potential break ball, and he really didn't get one back in return.
Right.
And there's still some congestion out there with 3 balls on near the left-hand rail, and he should eliminate the 1 as quickly as he can as well, because that ball is just blocking a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he has to. The 4 and the 7, there's a problem there for him with the 4 and the 7. He has to.
And he's actually got himself in a little bit of trouble right here, because after pocketing the 11, he's going to have to play precise position in order to pocket the 1 next. I don't see, you know, what other ball he can pocket other than the 12, maybe. He's looking at the 10 now. Once again, the 1 just a thorn in his side. It's creating big problems for him.
11 ball.
So he has to be pretty careful here.
Well,
no, he maybe.
Is he looking at the combination? Oh, I think he does have the 1 right through. Yeah, he got on the 1 here. You can see the 1 between the 2 and the 10. So.
He may have to go toward the 10 and the 9 with the cue ball here. If he can pocket the 1, I think that that may be a viable option, to go toward the 10 and the 9 with the cue ball. And even if you happen to hit the 12, you may knock it over for a break ball.
Yeah, and then he has the 2 and the 15 also going towards the side pocket. So.
Oh, he's playing the 12, I think.
12 ball.
Well, no, this is a difficult shot to shoot because there's no guarantee he's going to come up with a shot on the 1 next.
Well, he did. He had a better
52.
angle than I guess it looked at, like from here, because he hit it pretty easy.
But he's still not out of the woods, Larry. Notice the position of the balls on the table. He doesn't really have a good break ball. The 2 and the 12 are positioned pretty close together, and
the
you know,
10
he's
and
gonna
the
have a problem
9
with that.
and the 10 and the 9 are together. The 10 and 9 are tied up. So
and the 7 blocks the pocket for the 4. He leaves the lower left-hand corner.
I believe he's going to try to go into the 10 ball right now off of this.
1 ball.
Off the 1 ball, he's going to just try to go right into this 10. No, he hit it.
53.
He's looking to play the 9 up in the corner.
How about if he shot the 2 on the side and drew the cue ball, hit the 10, knocking the 9 over a little bit? I mean, that wouldn't be a bad shot. But even though it's difficult, if he has confidence that he could do that, he will certainly create a break ball for himself and open up the 10-9.
Nine ball.
Well, evidently he doesn't like that. I don't blame him.
I don't know that he.
Yeah, I don't blame him because the size of the pocket he had to shoot the 2 in wasn't a big pocket.
Still has troubles here. He still has a lot of troubles. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him play the 4-7 combination.
And it actually all stemmed from his decision on pocketing the 6 ball way back at the beginning of the round.
Right. That put all those balls, when he pushed all the balls over. Well, no, he's going to try to.
15 ball.
Well, he's going to go into the 4 after hitting the 2, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, he didn't do anything.
55.
Yeah.
It did not come out too well, but he has the 2 ball after he makes the 10 to be able to go into the 4 and the 7, but that still doesn't leave him a break shot. He has to still look how he wants to hit that.
10 ball. 56.
If he can hit the 7 and bounce the 7 out for a break shot and have the cue ball come on top of the 4, I believe he still could be okay here. Just go into the 7 very carefully and just make sure the cue ball doesn't stick there. And you wind up with the 4 straight in the corner.
Yeah.
2 ball.
But he has to hit the 7 on the side accurately, so he doesn't get the double kiss.
He hit it.
That.
Oh boy.
So you got the double kiss.
That was a perfect call. That was a good call, Bill.
It was really right there, you know.
It looked like he hit it perfect, didn't it? I thought he was going to come up perfect.
He hit it a little harder than he needed to hit it, by the way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't much matter because he got the double kiss, and now he's found himself in a pretty awkward position.
I would have rather had you be shooting that. If I'd have somebody shooting that for me.
What's that?
That particular shot with your finesse, you know, the way you go around balls like that in tight spots.
Well, there's a lot of other players better qualified than me to shoot that particular shot. Trust me on that. But I do appreciate it, okay? And I'll take care of you later.
A run of 57 from Mr. Archer.
Well, he just he kind of dug himself his own hole there, that rack. And now he has to decide if he's going to shoot the 4 or the 7. The 4 ball, he could break the balls off the 4 ball, but he also could. Well, he's going to shoot the 7. And break the balls from the 4. He has to get to about the middle of the table here to have a break shot. Right, don't want to go too far over. Right there is perfect. He hit that perfect.
The score stands Mr. Archer leading, 87.
This is not that bad of a break shot.
65.
I've seen Lassiter used to fall on break shots like this a lot. He didn't fall on them a lot, but when he did have them, he hit them really well and broke the rack open.
I believe he should hit the top 2 balls there with this break shot. But that will give him a better chance of clearing the rack after contacting the balls, lessening the chance or the possibility of sticking the cue ball in the rack.
Yeah. Yeah, you must come off the top 2 balls. You go into the other balls with that angle going straight into them, you're going to stick in the rack, most likely.
So this shot should be executed to go into the 6 ball here.
No question about it. If the 4 ball was closer to the corner, then you would want to put a little left English on the cue ball where the ball will spin off the rack, go back towards the middle of the table. Being the 4 is so high, you don't have that option. You have to hit into the 6 ball. And take care into making the shot. Perfect.
That's textbook right there.
Yeah, that was
perfectly.
perfect.
Notice how nicely the ball's opened up.
If that 8 ball is not in the way, he can also go into the rest of the his secondary stack there and break that open right now.
15.
I don't really think the urgency to do that is there right now because he has a lot of balls in good position to work with. You know, he has the 5. He has a lot of balls that he can open up the balls with without disturbing the 12 ball.
Well, he wants to get on. He wanted to get an angle, I think, on the 5 to break those open because he would have had the 8 as an insurance ball after he'd make the 5. But I think he came up a little higher than he wanted to. Here he can make the 3, come back on the 10 ball and go down for the 5, but he's not going to do that. He's going to
5.
He has to figure out a break shot here. You know, it seems like he's shooting away a lot of his good break shots.
6.
He's trying to get an angle here, and I think he hit it a little too hard. So a little bit of a struggle here to get these to get this other stack open here, this little cluster. He's going to try to get it. He's going to try to make this and come around back and get a little angle on the 12 for him.
7.
He needs to roll just a little further. Roll. It's too straight again.
And with each ball that he pockets, he lessens his chances of opening the stack because
he's going to try to open it here, I think. No, he's still trying to get this angle on the 12. And I think one more time he might have fallen. He has just a little bit, but that's dangerous to be able to force this in and try to create an angle. So
now his options are slowly but surely disappearing here.
He's running out of real estate here. He's going to wind up having to break them off the 10. He tried to force it, and he got away with it, but that's dangerous. And he might not. He has the 13.
Yeah, he may have the 13. It looks like he does. Not exactly an easy shot, and he's going to have a problem controlling the cue ball if he opts to shoot the 13. He's looking at the 11 at the up the other corner. Maybe that's available.
11 ball.
Well,
10.
he didn't hit it very, very clean, but the speed that he hit it made the pocket a lot bigger.
And now he has a nice ball with the 9 ball. It's a little high, but I think it's very, very workable.
13 ball. 11. Ball.
Well, he's okay now. He just
he could opt to shoot the 1, 6, 9, and 2 for the break ball as well.
One ball.
But whatever he does is, as soon as he's done running this
13.
This rack, we're going to have to change the tape. But we'll be back. You know that.
He's perfect here. He can use the 2 or the 9 for the break shot after he shoots the 6.
6 ball.
If he stops, he's going to use the. Well, he's elected to use the 9 as his break shot.
14.
If he can get the cue ball back where it is right now, he would be perfect.
2 ball.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Mr. Souquet is on a run
Perfect.
of 15.
Okay, we're back along with Ralf Souquet, who trails in this match against Johnny Archer 87-79. But he does have the luxury to be at the table with a break shot.
Perfect break shot. Well, very good break shot. Shouldn't have any trouble getting another shot off of this.
16, 17.
Wow, look what happened here. Now, he does have room, I do believe, to pocket the 8 past the 13 when you consider the size of the pocket, and he'll be able to shoot it with the correct speed, too. That'll even allow the pocket to accept the shot that's hit a little rough.
Yeah. I like breaking these balls off the 1, going back into the back of the stack, because you have the 7 there after he shoots the 8, then the 13 possibly.
18.
I think he has a little more angle on the 1 than he wanted, but if he could have gotten on the 1, would have been ideal.
Seven ball. 19.
If he elects to go into him now, Bill, he could get into some trouble by coming behind these balls with no insurance ball.
One ball.
I think if he hits the side of either the 12 or the 6 here, he'll be okay. Either side, but he can't hit the 12 flush.
Well,
like that.
That was a very dangerous shot. I was very surprised. I might have even gone up and tried to break him from the 13 or the 10 from there. I was surprised he elected to go into the back of the stack there.
Very competitive match on the adjacent table with Efren Reyes and Chin. 116 for Reyes, 108 for Chin. I think Reyes may even have 128 if they haven't posted his run. But he has missed, and Chin's at the table. It looks like it's Reyes 128, Chin 108.
14, bank.
He's looking to bank the 14 ball. I don't believe I would do this. And he made it.
22.
Did he get a shot? Oh, he has the 15 in the corner.
He should take a look
at, ball could be
yeah,
dead.
Yeah, he should take a look at the 6 before he shoots the 15. That looks like it's laying pretty good.
Well, the larger pocket let him make that. I don't think he hit that too clean either. Second ball to that pocket that he didn't hit clean, and he still was rewarded.
Ball. 24.
It seems like both players are having to shoot a lot of difficult shots. They're making them, but a lot of difficult shots are coming up. Yes, this
25.
trying to hit it hard enough to fall on the 12, which he did. I think he's looking at the 13 possibly as his break shot.
12 ball.
You can't. You couldn't have asked for a more competitive match. This match is pretty close. I think it's just about an even match. Souquet obviously has the advantage, but he doesn't have really that good of a break ball.
Right, he has to get on. Well, the 13, if he could put the cue ball on the rail. Well, now, if he could put the cue ball on the rail from the 13, you know, from the
Whatever
4 or
the
the 11, whichever ball he leaves, that's not a bad break shot. But he's not. No, he's looking to use the 4 or the 11 as his break shot. Well, he could.
28.
If he could reposition the cue ball by drawing straight back to where it is now, it looks like he'll have a nice shot on the 4 to open up the balls with.
Well, he got
29.
perfect.
Mr. Souquet is on a run of 29, playing the 4 ball.
And let's check out the score, and we'll tell you
Mr.
in
Souquet,
a second exactly how close
leading.
this match actually is.
93, is it? 93 to 87.
93 to 87, Souquet by 6, but he has a nice break ball in the 4, needing 57 balls.
93 to 87, right?
93 to 87.
Looks like Reyes on that other table is going to could have put away the match right now. He needs 20 balls.
It worked, it worked, it worked, it
Here I like taking a nice angle on this 6 ball to break open the stack. Now going in the back of the stack, the 9 balls there as your insurance ball. So I would look to get a nice angle on the 6 ball after the 14.
Actually, what he could do is play position for the 15 at the other corner, get a straight-in shot on the 15, stop the ball, and then we'd have a perfect angle on the 6 to open up the balls.
I would have liked that too. I like that. That's
6 ball.
I'm not sure what he's thinking here, Bill. I think he's looking at moving the 1 ball to leave the 13 open for a break shot.
One ball.
He looks a little uncertain here what he wants to do. Looking to get the angle on the 13. It looks like he got perfect. This should break him up pretty good right here. This is he's a good spot to hit this.
34.
Still left himself a little cluster that he still has to deal with.
I'd look to draw off the 15 now.
And break them open?
Mm-hmm, right now.
I like that too because of the 9 ball or the 3 ball. You're not going to get stuck.
But I try to go into the 7 here. Not the side of the 7 either. Just like that.
Just
And now it looks like that he can work his way through this rack, maybe
Right.
manufacturing a break ball along the way.
right, just by nudging a ball out. A couple balls were pretty close to already being break balls.
10 ball.
And shoot the 9 off as quickly as possible to open up the pocket for the 7. No, he could nudge the 2 out for the break
I
off
would
the
like
9.
that. If he has that angle, I like that a lot.
Obviously he doesn't.
He was trying to knock the 3 back for a break shot. He could pocket the 11, shoot the 2, and bump the 7 out for a break shot. If he could see the 11.
5 ball. 38.
Well, I would have liked to go from the 2 to do that instead of that ball.
Well, keep in mind that if he starts running out of options, he can always use the 3 as a break ball as well.
Or the 12. The 12 looks like it could be okay too, and that might be what he's thinking. That could be what he's thinking, is just leaving the 12 there, because that's not in a bad spot.
39.
That's what he's looking at doing, playing the 3, the 9, the 2, and the 7, going back to the middle of the table for the break shot.
3 ball. 40. Nine ball.
I was surprised he did that too. He had a pretty good, the 12 ball's laying good for a break shot. All he had to do was get straight in on the 2, stop, and take an angle on the 7, like where he's at now, and go back to the middle of the table.
He's going to use the 7 ball to lead him to the break ball. He's going to shoot the 2. He's going to go into a actually play position to go around the 12.
It looks like Ray has let Chin back at the table over there.
Now he's shooting the 7. I'm surprised to see him do this.
Yeah.
42.
Nice stroke.
If he can pocket, well, the 12 ball, the 12 ball's not in the rack. The 12 ball's a good break shot. If he could put the cue ball right back where it is right now, he'll have a perfect break shot.
43. Mr. Souquet is on a run of 43, playing the 12 ball.
Looks like he's got a little flat on this break ball. He may have to.
107 to 87.
Well, for sure he's going to have to be careful with this shot because he's gotten a little flat on it, and a lot of bad things can happen to him with this particular angle that he's left himself with.
Yeah, he's going to have to force it. He's going to have to force it, hit it hard, and a lot of bad things when you force an angle like this. They're showing Chin. Chin's back at the table. What a match that is. Reyes is ahead 140 to 111. I thought the way Souquet played those last 3 balls, I was very surprised that he elected to go into that 7 ball. That's what created this, you know, gave him a little bit of problem at the end of the rack that he doesn't have the angle that he could have had.
If he can hit the top side of the 3 here, Larry, I don't think he'll have much of a problem. But if he can't and has to hit the side of the 3, then that's where the problems start to develop.
Where he could scratch, force the cue ball into the corner, or get stuck in the stack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be interesting. No, he has a problem. He's going to have to don't know if the 3 doesn't go. He's looking for a dead one.
Seven ball.
He sees the 7 ball. Great shot.
45.
That shot will open up this whole rack. He's sitting perfect now to pocket the 1. The 5 go back to the middle of the table and have a lot of options.
46.
Just want to go right back to the middle of the table. You're playing position on about 4 balls here by getting right to the middle of the table. I like shooting the 9 and breaking these balls open now. As long as you draw this, you have the 15 and 14 there to get another shot. I don't think you should have any trouble, and you should open up all the balls right now. Everything should be wide open after this shot.
48.
That came out real nice. Everything's open. He has a break shot. The 8 ball sitting nice for a break shot. 6 and the 13, they look like they both go. So he's in a good spot here. I wouldn't want to go into any balls here. Everything is open, and you don't have to go into any balls.
Two balls.
That's perfect to be able to get on the 6. He'll be able to get on the 6, shoot the 6 and the 13 after this ball. I like leaving the 14 and 11 for my last 2 balls before the break shot. Shoot the 14, the 11, and stay there for the 8. You don't want to go into any balls. He just doesn't want to hit this 10 here.
Well, that really didn't hurt. As a matter of fact, I think it even aided him.
Well, it aided him, but I meant hitting it fuller and staying there, you know.
He has to be careful with this shot. He has to cut it away from the 13.
6 ball. 52.
He wanted to get down to 10 there, Bill.
It wouldn't hurt him to go into the 11 softly here if he had to do that off the 10.
I think this is the ball he should have played position on all along here. I think going back out like he did.
53.
He's in a good spot here. He's
Ball.
Again, I think he fell short of the 14. I think he was going up for the 14. He came up a little short.
Yeah, see, the 10 ball's a difficult ball to play position off of for the 14 because you got to get good on the 10. You know, and I don't even know if he.
He doesn't
if
have a good angle.
on
He
it.
has to go up table and come back down. So.
Yeah, you have to be real careful about balls positioned in the center of the table where the 10 is. Those balls appear that they're positioned nicely for you, but quite often they end up causing you problems.
10 ball.
Well, he's going to come back down real nice here. This is perfect. This is perfect. He just has to pocket this ball, take care in pocketing it, and he's going to have a perfect break shot.
14 ball. '57. Mr. Souquet is on a run of 57, playing the 8 ball. The score stands at Mr. Souquet 121, Mr. Archer 87.
Yeah, Souquet seemed to have taken control of this match, now leading by 34 balls, 121 to 87, needing only 29 balls to win the match. He's got a nice shot with the 8 ball as the break ball. Cue ball positioned really ideally for this type of a break.
Yeah, all he has to do is pocket the 8, draw the cue ball back to the middle of the table. Again, he shouldn't have any problem with this. I can definitely see him not letting Archer get back to the table in this match, running the 29 balls he needs. It looks like Chen's going to beat Reyes. Well, he's being very cautious here. I mean, it seems like a very routine break shot where you just want to get up, hit it, draw the cue ball back to the middle of the table, but he's making sure where it's going to hit the rack. And, well.
58.
Notice 11 and the 14 on the side rail. And that's something that we really should take care of.
Yeah, those look like his only, his problem, he has the 14 up table, the 2, the 11 and 14, and he has a little cluster there, which he shouldn't have any problem with.
59.
He could go into this little cluster right now, or
I don't know if he can.
I'm being off the 12.
I'd try to manufacture some sort of a break shot off of that before I decide to go into him. I would try to go into him
9 ball.
accurately enough to maybe hit the side of the 1 or the side of the 3
And get a break shot.
Get a break shot, like something like that.
6 balls. An okay break. Yeah, it's a good break shot. The 6 ball sling, good. So now he just has the problem of the 11 and 14. Once he gets that open, should have an easy time with this rack.
Now he's going to clear the 5, and that'll certainly open the door for a lot of options once the 5's gone.
How do you think he's going to break this 11 and 14? That's when I'm probably off the 3 ball. If he can take the angle on the 3.
Right. But he has to clear the 5, because after clearing the 5, if he attains the right angle off the 3, then he'll have the pocket open for the 7, 12, or 4.
62.
Actually, what he can do here, Larry, is he can shoot the 12 play position for the 10. After shooting the 10, he should have the right angle on the 3.
Yeah, that sounds. Plus, you're getting that ball up table out of the way. You're getting 2 things done with that shot. And
well, it doesn't seem like he's going to do that.
He fell short of the mark on both of these. I think he can actually break them right now off the 4 ball. He can draw back and come 2 rails behind the 11 and 14.
Yeah, he can do that, but it's not natural.
He's doing it, but he does have the 7. He can't get in trouble.
Duncan worked out quite well.
Well,
And once again, I really don't like the 13 ball as a lead ball. I would get rid of that ball. That's the type of a ball that you really have to get too perfect on to drop for the 6. Because it's much more manageable, I do believe, to come off to either the 11 or the 7 for a lead ball for the break ball.
Ball. $66.
You know, and I think he's going to leave the 13 again for the lead ball to the 6, and I think he's making a mistake in doing that. I've seen too many players.
Well, he almost scratched there. Look what happened here. I mean, he let the cue ball go there. He followed it down a little too much, and it might be corner hooked. He might have to shoot the third. He might get the 13 out of the way right here. I don't think he wanted it to work out like this, but he.
Well, he has a 3 in the side. I think he's going to shoot that before the 13.
Or the 11, but the 11 he's letting the cue ball.
Well, he's going to shoot the shot that he figures the pocket the easiest.
That was very surprising to see on a routine. You know, it's just a pretty easy shot he had that he let the cue ball go.
Well, I think what happened was the drift of the table took it back in toward the pocket.
11 ball. 3 ball.
3 in the side. That's just what you call. Tough shot. Very tough shot.
Okay, Archer does have another opportunity to get back to the table, and he trails in this match. While Souquet has at least 130 balls, and I believe Archer only has 87.
Yeah, Souquet has a 131 and
yeah, 131 to 87. So Archer is 44 balls away from the lead, or I should say away from tying up the match. But now, you know, he's going to have to use the 13 to fall nicely for the 3, which is a perfect lead ball to the break.
I don't think he'll have any problem. I like making the 7 and going right between the 6 and the 3, hitting it with a nice speed to get on the 13. Just to fall up, go 2 rails, and fall straight in on the 13 like that.
He may have fallen a little short here.
But he does have the option of shooting the 3 in the corner now by going that way. He can shoot the 3
That's
now.
what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about when I was referring to that ball in the center of the table. It looks like it should be an easy ball to lead to the lead ball with, but it's really not, because you can get out of the line so easily when the ball is positioned in the center of the table. And a lot of players leave that ball positioned in the center of the table, and it comes back to hurt them.
Well, he got a good shot here off of this, and
3 ball.
this came out perfect. Just has to make it and stop right here.
4. Mr. Archer's on a run.
Very good break shot.
The 6 ball. The score stands at Mr. Souquet leading.
Excellent break shot. He's perfect.
To 91.
I believe you called it right on in the match between Reyes and Chin. I believe Chin did run out against Reyes, defeating him 150 to 140, but I'm not positively sure that's what happened. If that's not what happened, someone should tell me then.
Yeah, Chin did get out. Chin won the match. Reyes never did get back to the table. I would want to hit this with follow, and you get all the work done in one blast. You make the ball, pocket the ball with a nice stroke with follow. All the balls should open up real nicely here.
5.
Well, it looks like he has the 14.
I was very surprised he hit it that he hit it easy.
Looks like he has the 10, as a matter of fact, in the lower left-hand corner.
I thought he hit the break shot. He was real tentative on that break shot. I'm surprised he didn't try to get all the balls open right then.
If he shoots the 10, maybe he should play position for the 12 ball. Watch out! Watch out!
15. Did it stick out? Yeah, he might have it. He might not. I can't. I can't tell that he has a 2, right?
Yeah, he does have the 2, and he shouldn't have a problem with that shot.
Apparently, the 15 didn't come down far enough. So.
2 ball. Seven.
Well, he has to take a lot of care on falling on another shot here. He was thinking about, he's trying to get on the 15 right now, hitting the 12 easy enough, and just staying down here on the rail. It looks like he's thinking about that.
Ball. 8.
Came out perfect. I like pocketing the 9 and removing the 4 or the 15 right after.
9 ball. 9. Ball. 10.
Looks like he's pretty straight on the 15. From the 15, he's going to have to.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful here because this is a type of a situation where he really doesn't have that many balls open and that many pockets available for the balls that are open. So therefore, he's going to have to be pretty careful here. And his shot selection right now is really crucial.
I like trying to fall either on the 13 or the 11 up in the far corners.
11.
Which he did. He fell on the 11. The 11 perfect. So
this is okay because now he can try to attain the angle to shoot the 7 and bump the 5 softly, which will probably give him options either then to shoot the 1 or the 14 possibly on the side.
And everything would be open from there. You would have the two good break shots, probably the 8 and the 3 come in this corner. Good shot. Now you 7, just like you said, bump these balls. Go into the 1 and the 5, leaving yourself the 14 in the side. If you can get straight on the 14 inside, pocket that and then pocket the 8.
And that'll really allow the 3 to be much more accessible. He struck it a little too hard. He has to get the 14 out of there. What he can do is you can play the 5 and then play the 14 in the same pocket.
Well, I think he has to move the 1 to get the 14. Is the 1 blocking the 14? I can't.
I don't know. It's close. I think that the 14 passes the 1 into the pocket. I think he has enough room.
13 is an ideal break shot. He has no problem with the break shot. It's just clearing off these balls here. Selection of balls with the last 5 balls is so key in straight pool.
And he could actually go into the 8 right now. I don't think he's going to congest anything if he does that.
All right, I think he could pocket the 1 and get straight in on the 14 in the side here. He's straight over the 8 ball, and the 13 is creating even more of a problem for him, so he has to take a lot of care here. He's looking to just shoot up in the air. I'm surprised at this, but he
15.
He hit it perfect. Very surprised to see that. Very steady to shoot that like that. He's looking to play the 14 on the side, push the 8 towards the corner pocket. I think after he pockets this, everything should be sitting very easy.
16.
Well, he may have to shoot to 3 now. I think it would be advisable for him to shoot to 3 and just use the 8 as the lead ball. I don't see that
Yeah,
he can do
the 8.
anything
He
else.
cannot reach the 8 to.
I don't think he should shoot the 8 here. Why didn't he shoot? Well, you can't pocket the 3. That's why he's shooting the 8.
Oh, he hit it perfect. He came out beautiful. Yeah, he's going to have a perfect break shot after this. He got so perfect on the 3, so it should make everything very easy for him. Picture perfect break shot.
Playing the 13 ball. The score stands at Mr. Souquet leading 131 to 105.
Well, Archer's at 105. He needs 45. And it looks like he has the momentum to get him. He made a lot of difficult shots that break. That was the first time, Billy, I've ever seen a player shoot up in the air over a ball. I've never seen that before. If you ever. Now, here he should get all the balls open. If he hits this with a nice stroke with follow, there's no reason why he shouldn't open up the entire rack after this break shot.
Archer decided to wait until Scott Smith made the announcements for the incoming players before shooting this very important break shot. I can't blame him. Certainly don't fault him for that. He needs concentration. And the announcements may have distracted him so much.
Nice follow stroke here. Let's see if he opens up all the balls. Yeah, he did. That was perfect.
20.
He has a 10 ball as a good break shot.
He also has the 8 and 2 as a nice combination. Will help open up the rack nicely for him.
Yeah, Archer looks very comfortable right now. I could see him ending this match here for sure. He looks very zoned in here.
He would like to move to 7 because the 7 blocks the pocket for the 12. 10 ball still lays nicely for the break. Oh, he can pocket the 5, then he doesn't have to be concerned with the 7.
22.
I'd think about going up table for the 3, 11, and then the 6 as soon as possible.
8 ball.
15 is a little problem ball here, too. He's going to have to remove the 15. Looks like the 6 and the 4 to go over to the 1 to get on the 10 there. That's your last 3 balls. You got on the 15 perfect here. I would go from the 15 and get on the 3. Go 2 rails between the 1 and 4 and fall on the 3 here. From the 11, come back down on the 6, the 4, and then the 1, and leave the cue ball in the center of the table. Well,
27.
I think he should be going after the 3 and 11 sooner than this.
yeah, I think he should have gone right there all the way around for the 3. From the 11, he could have come down for the 6 and 4, used the 1 as a pivot ball to get on the 10. Now he's created a little bit of a problem for himself unless he's going to use the 4 ball as his break shot, where he'd have the 6 ball to get on that.
Watch out. Watch out.
Wow.
28.
Narrowly escaping.
He's made this a lot tougher than it should have been, these last balls here.
And once again, you know, he shouldn't like his position. At least he shouldn't like it from his position. He's off angle on the 11.
Again, he's going to let the cue ball go here, shooting the 11.
He's going toward the 10 here.
11 ball.
So it looks like he's going to be shooting the 10 next.
Well, yeah, I know he had to hit it hard. He's going to have the...
he stroked it and hit it nicely. I'm certainly sure. He's sure that's over.
Six ball.
Well, he got a little more of an angle than he wanted on the 3.
He's going to.
He got out of line here again.
Yes, he did.
He's having a lot of problems, this rack, and the rack was laying fairly simple. Everything was. Well, he got perfect.
That's a nice shot.
That's perfect.
That's
When you
a
can
nice
recover like that, everything is okay.
The score stands at Mr. Souquet leading 131 to 119.
I like him pocketing this break shot and just drawing the cue ball back to the middle of the table.
Boy, he hit that nice. He really hit it nicely.
He's going to have a combination on the for the 11. He didn't get rewarded too well, though, did he, Bill? I mean,
No.
for as good as he hit it, he's still going to have to come with a pretty tough shot. It looks like he's going to have to shoot the 2-11 combination.
I don't even know if it's available. The 10 ball, or truly the 12 ball,
Could be blocking it.
maybe blocking that combination. And notice the 11 ball really isn't in the
it's not
pocket.
hanging. No, it's away from the pocket.
No,
He can't believe it either. He's he's joking with the referee. He can't believe that he didn't get a better shot.
You know, I'll tell you what he does have, and it's a little haphazard, but he has rail first. What he does have is that he has this shot. He has rail first into the 12 ball, cue ball into the 11. That shot lays pretty nice.
5 ball.
Well, he can see the 5 ball.
No, the combination he's
He's shooting the combination on the 5. Well,
Run of 33 for Mr. Archer.
I'm kind of surprised he missed that shot, Bill. I think if that was the 9 ball,
Tough shot.
5-9 combination, that would have been in.
It was a tough shot. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, he really didn't have much room to make that combination.
One. Nine ball. 2.
He has to get these balls open. He wants to. He's looking to shoot the 8 and stay there for the 1 and break the balls with the 2 after the 1. He wants to roll the 1 in the side and then go into the balls. Off the 2.
One ball. 4.
How many balls does he have here, Bill? If he gets these, he'll be into the. If he can get on a break shot here.
I believe when he
need
started his run, he had 131.
Right, so he'll be 144.
5.
He'll have
144 and needs
144.
6. So. You don't want to get. You want to make sure you stay on top of this 13. So you have the 5 ball,
6.
which he did perfectly. Everything is now very much open. The 4 and the 6. If the 6 goes in the side, that shouldn't be a problem either.
5 ball. 7.
that 13 ball is a ball he really wants to get rid of. Blocks the pocket for the 13, the 15, and the 7.
Right, right, and the he could go from the
14 ball.
I think he might have been trying to get on the 4 ball from that shot, and he overshot it.
Yeah, he's going to have to really finesse this shot and try to avoid contacting the 3, and that's not going to be easy. He's following it. He's going to run into the 4. Watch out! He's going to run into the 4.
He's scratched, Bill. He's scratched.
Well, yeah, he got a little high on that shot. You were right. He played position for the 4. He allowed the cue ball to get away from him. And when he ended up a little higher in the shot, he opted to shoot the shot with a high ball. But, you know, he was going to go into the 4 there. And going into the 4, bad things could have happened.
Right.
And obviously they did.
Should have changed his thinking and just shot the 3 there instead of taking a chance. Archer has how many balls now?
Archer's definitely in striking range from here. I know he has at least 120 balls. he's probably as surprised as anyone that he had another appearance back at the table. But can he take advantage of it? That's the thing, you know.
Well, shooting the 3-ball first, he's still going to have to manufacture a break shot, which is really the only real, sure shot here is the 3-ball. But I think he's then going to still have to manufacture.
Wow.
I said sure shot. And they're both feeling the pressure here in this, being such a close match.
Evidently. That was really unexpected as well to see that happen. Souquet
back at the table with the 4-ball, and
well, it looks like that Archer or Souquet, one or the other, opted to take a break, and we're going to have to take a break as well. We'll be back to score with Archer 120, Souquet 138, Souquet at the table. Okay, we're back at the table along with Ralf Souquet, who needs only 12 balls to defeat Archer and advance on the winner's side of this tournament. And there are 6 balls on the table. That means in the next rack, he'll need 7.
Well, he's going to have to get a break shot for the next rack.
Well, the 3-ball is a possible break ball, but clearing the other balls may be a problem. And it doesn't look like he has much time to manufacture another one. So I'd concentrate on breaking him off.
7-ball.
The 3.
The 7-ball does go past the 3, so that makes the rack. Well, looks like he's going to have to shoot the 3 here.
He can shoot the 1. He can shoot the 15.
I think is that what he's going to do? Shoot the 1? Yeah. No.
You know, I kind of like saving the 3. It's a decent break ball.
I agree with you. The 3 is a very good break ball, especially needing 6 balls.
1 ball.
I like being on the side where the 15 is, though, for the 3 for the break. Well, he got there. He got away with that, and it came out perfect. So now he can just shoot the 15, come back for the 13, then use the 4 as a key ball to get on the 3-ball.
I don't know. I myself would shoot the 3 in the lower left-hand corner. I think that you can maneuver the cue ball a little easier there.
Yeah, the left-hand corner. You want to shoot the 3. You want the 4 as the ball before the 3-ball. That's your perfect.
Yeah, I like shooting the 3 in the lower left-hand corner. It's closer to the pocket, and I think you have the ability to control the cue ball.
Exactly.
A little bit better shooting it in the lower left-hand corner.
And all he's going to need is 6 balls. He'll be able to knock out about that many balls after he pockets the 3.
He has to get back far enough now. That's crucial.
He got back too far.
Yeah, that's what he knew. He had to get back far enough, and what happened? He overdid it, and he got back too far. So he's got some work in front of him now, and I don't even know if he can attain an angle on the 3 to open up the balls with from this position.
Well, he's going to have to go to the other side of the 3, and he's going to have to slow roll this ball very, very easy. He's just going to have to touch it. It's very obvious both players are just feeling the pressure here and both struggling.
Well, if it's any indication on how he hit the last shot to get in this position, I don't figure he's going to do well with this shot as well because he's really overamped shooting the shot leading to the 4.
Just has to touch this. Well, he tried to manufacture something. He's in the rack.
Mr. Souquet is on a run of 5. Playing the 3
I think
ball.
Archer is going to get another shot this game.
The score stands at Mr. Souquet 143, Mr. Archer 120.
143 to 120, and he really doesn't look like he has much to work with here shooting the 3-ball.
No, he's going to have to place the cue ball where he has an angle to draw into the rack and back into the middle of the table. If it's hit well, he should have it should come out good for him. Needing only 6 balls, he should wind up with another shot if he draws this into the rack. or unless he likes to follow it and come behind the rack, which I think is too dangerous because you get stuck behind the rack too often on that type of a shot when you decide to play it that way. So he's deciding where he wants to put it. I like to put it where I can draw into the rack, into the side of the rack, come back to the middle of the table. You want to take an angle where you can just draw right into the side and come off the rack, back to the middle of the table. Coming into the back of the rack is not a good idea.
I don't know what he has in mind here.
It doesn't look like he's drawing it into the rack, and that...
He's trying to clip maybe the 9 ball here.
That's dangerous.
Wow, he couldn't have hit it any better than he hit it. Now it looks like he has a possible 15-9 combination.
Yeah.
It's not really dead on. There is some separation in between the 15 and the 9, which will give him the ability to control the combination a little bit better. And he has to cut it, and he's on the angle to do that. So therefore, this ball is very pocketable, especially for the position that he's in now on the table.
Well, I think he's going to shoot it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to shoot this shot. It's just too good of a shot for him not to shoot it, because there's no guarantee that he'll win this match if he doesn't shoot it. But if he does shoot it and pocket the ball, he should win the match, and he's definitely a favorite to make the combination. So therefore, when you really factor all the possibilities in and the percentages, he has to shoot the combination here.
Seven.
Did he get a shot?
It looks like he may have a shot on the 11 in the side. I do believe he has enough room to pass the 5 to pocket the 11 in the side. He's taking a look at it now, and it seems that he's not really unhappy with it, so therefore that's a strong indication that he does have room to pocket the 11.
Well, that shot won him the match.
Yeah.
That shot will win him the match.
Yeah, he's going to shoot the 1 here and bump the 5. That'll give him a lot of options, and I think the balls that he needs then will be right there. Or he'll bump the 10, one or the other. He's going to make sure that he doesn't get behind the 5. Now he's got a lot of options here. He can shoot the 6, the 14, and you know.
Ball. 10. Playing for 2.
Playing for 2.
2 balls. It's
once he doesn't foul anything here.
11.
Wow.
he still has work. You know, he has the 5 straight in. If he didn't have the 5, he would have to shoot the 12 jacked up.
12 and out. Mr. Souquet is the winner of the match.
Well, it turned out to be the type of a match we expected to see, and that's what would happen. It was going to be a sharply contested match by both players, and that's exactly what it was. Even though Souquet did win the match by 30 balls, it was much closer than the score. But Souquet eventually won the match 150 to 120. We're really not going to have time to do an interview, Larry, so we're going to close it up. There's a nice picture of Souquet.
Well, Billy, I really enjoyed this. It was a pleasure working with you, too.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you along with us here at ACCUSTATS. And don't forget, you people out there, you know, take a look at that 8-ball handbook for winners. It's an excellent book. And if you happen to pick it up, I'm certainly sure you'll improve your game by reading it.
Well, Billiards Day.